How's it going out there? We are back with Melvor Hardcore, and this is episode 29. This is kind of the bridging episode between the last bit of skills and gathering and things like that, and moving over into just pretty much combat and anything combat related, like fishing up whales, things like that, runes, rune crafting. So where are we at? I spent, I don't know, a day or so, day and a half mining up gold. And as you can see, I think I had 1,000 gold or 3,000 gold, something like that. I didn't have enough to adjust my agility pillar. So that's like 10,000. So I mined up a whole bunch of gold. And for the last few days, I've just basically been smithing this into ingots. I did stop for the day and do something different. So basically you can see where I'm at right now. I still have several thousand. Probably this will go overnight again, I'm sure. It takes a long time to run this ore out with all the bonuses and stuff that I've got going. And of course the Crown of Ralix really helps a lot. I believe the Signet Ring, no, that just doubles resources. No resource preservation. But at any rate, we're doing really good with the gold. There's 100,000 gold. I have, how much silver? I've got 120. So we're going to be kind of similar places, you know, and that is really good. So that's what we're doing on. That's the big focus for right now. This is kind of what I'm doing in the background while I do other things. I also hit on my herblore, I hit level 90 and I'm about to hit level 91. I basically ran out of all of the, what was this stuff? Pigtail. Got myself this, I think I got up to this far because I don't think I've done any damage reduction potions yet at all. So I basically just got it up to level 90 from the herblore potions. You know, I ran out of the herbs and I think I had one or two left and I sold those off and that's that. Let's see. I did the volcano again. So I now have this cape and I believe I have this cape. So now I've got two because I've completed it twice. So that's cool. Every time you complete it, you get a new cape. Not sure why, but it's a cool little bonus, I guess. These things sell for 10 grand, if nothing else. Let's see, what else did we do? I now have the ability to craft damage reduction potions. And these are going to take the Baron Toe that I've been growing. They're also going to take eyeballs and large horns. So the eyeballs come from, let's see, the Slayer areas over here. I think I was killing these strange-eyed monsters today. They drop up to 6. These guys drop 2, 4. Let's see, I'm going to hit this one. This one drops up to 10. Maybe I need to kill these guys. Borax and eyeballs. What do these things give you? Oxalime. So I've got an extra, let's see, I got some seeds I need to get rid of in here. This oxalime can go. Let's see, what else? I was farming up eyeballs. So I now have a bunch of eyeballs. 2,500 to be exact. So what I'm going to do is farm up, maybe tomorrow I'll farm up the bones. The bones, or the horns. The horns come from here. And I don't know if I can kill these guys. These drop 4. These drop 4, but a bunch of other stuff. These drop 4 and a bunch of stuff. These might be the best ones. This Raging Horned Elite might be the best one because he drops a very small amount of other things. And maybe we can get as many horns tomorrow from this thing. So that's probably going to be what I do tomorrow for tomorrow's session. Just let it run. What did I do today? I think I did attack because I think I was at level 74. So now I'm up to 76. I think that was the one I was doing. Well, obviously it's melee because that's what I'm sitting at here doing fishing. I just switched over and went to town. So let's see. That is the combat that I was working on. I don't remember if it was this one or the other one, but I'm up to level 82 magic. Like this might have been in the last updates. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking of my standard account because I was doing a lot of magic on that. That's my standard account. Forget I just said that. So we were farming eyeballs. The other thing I did, you'll notice my storage capacity is back down to 80 again. I went and switched my pillar over to combat. I feel it's probably pretty well timed to just switch over and just stay there for a while. I also switched the pipe climb here. I can't remember what I had. I think it was this global XP. I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? 1% global XP isn't really that much. I could probably take the melee strength and evasion because we're doing the volcano. That melee evasion would help with the dragon in there at the end. The other thing I was eyeballing is this global mastery XP. I'm pretty well done with global mastery at this point. So I think what I can do, I was looking at this one, I think here. So we're going to have to get ranged and magic up to 95 and then get Slayer up to 90 and then gather some resources. So we're going to have some work to do on this. That's going to be a long-term goal, is to get this unlocked. Obviously, we're going to have to get these levels up, and that's going to take quite a while because I've got 13 levels here and 12 levels here, and then a lot of levels here. So that's not going to be anytime soon. I could kick this on, but I mean, the mastery XP isn't going to hurt anything. It's just going to give me extra mastery when I do this stuff down here, which, to be honest, maybe I could turn that down. Just because I get so much mastery XP, I just lose it overnight. In about an hour, this thing's filled up pretty well full, and then you get the mastery tokens on top of it. That pretty much gets me, I'm topping these things off pretty fast, burning as much XP as I can just so I don't lose it. The reason I'm doing this is because if this character lives through everything and gets through to completion, this puts me at the point where eventually I have to grind all these out for the masteries. And so the more of this I get done earlier, the less I have to do later. So that's why I'm not keen on losing things. And that's kind of it. That's where we're at. I wanted to do the volcano a little bit more. I was looking at these dungeons, and I'm basically at the end. I really need to be running this volcano. Besides something like trying to run some of these other dungeons for the pets. Let's see, completion log, pets. We don't have the Myolite, the spider, wizards, bandit, let's see, all the god dungeons we're missing, the volcano, the dragon's den, the frozen cave. Like, I need to really run all those to get these pets. I'm not sure what they add. I'd have to check. Maybe farm one out if it gives me a decent percent for like attack or defense or magic or something. But that's kind of where we're at. And I wasn't sure what this update was going to look like. Not really a whole lot happened. I spent most of my time mining gold, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a detour and start going for eyeballs, and then I'll start working on horns tomorrow, and that's at least something different during the daytime while I do this gold stuff at night. I think what I'll probably do overnight is a lot of prayer point mining, because we definitely need to get prayer points up high. The other thing I wanted to look at was on the agility. Do I have a negative to prayer point? I did not take that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one adds 2 points. I thought about switching to this because this wouldn't be that hard. But then I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? This is probably still the global skilling XP is probably good to have right now. So I didn't really want to change that. And I looked at some of these other ones and they just didn't really jump out and grab me. Like, there's some really serious negative ones on here. Like the global, well, that's not a good one. This one's actually not bad. This damage reduction one would probably be good. Damage to all monsters and damage reduction, but I don't know how much that 50 extra health points works. I would have to check. This is a possibility. I could see switching to that. That damage reduction is going to be huge towards the end game, and I think I'm going to probably have to turn all that on anyway, so having a few extra bonuses of it would be great. This one I don't want to change right now. I'm really tempted because on my standard account, I'm going for Slayer stuff at this point instead of the in-game dungeons. And like, I'd have to run the volcano a lot and get all the stuff out of it, which I'm not opposed to, but I have to be able to sit down and do it. And that's something I've had a hard time finding time to do. Like idling, I can just turn it on, let it go, and it sits in the background and everything's cool. To sit down and run the volcano, I know it's just sitting there and holding the enter key while you do it, but still that takes time, and I have to find time to do that when I'm trying to do other games or watch other things or go out and do stuff. So I have put the volcano on hold. It may come out. We got a big weekend this weekend, so 4-day weekend for me because I'm taking Friday off and then I got Monday off. So I may end up putting some time in on that. I really need to start farming this gear out because all of this ancient gear down here, this stuff is going to be really key. There's a lot of other crap to get, but that ancient gear is going to be really key to getting the melee going in the rest of this. The Air God dungeon, I know I'm not going to be able to get into the end of this. Like there's different rounds of it, like different levels, I guess. You fight, I don't know, 4 or 5 creatures at the first level, and then you fight a few at the next one, and then you fight a few at the next one. I could only get like 2 tiers into it on my standard account. The third guy is just like, the second or third guy is just way overpowered, and I couldn't do it. So we definitely have to gear up, which means running these high-end dungeons and getting this one unlocked. So beating the volcanic cave 100 times is going to be good. So yeah, that's kind of going to be where I'm headed. So probably what I'll be doing is I'm going to look at the, see which dungeons I need to farm. I'm going to work on getting these damage reduction potions up as high as possible. These things need to be level 3 at least, which is 50, a mastery of 50. The 90s are going to be hard to get. The cool thing about this whole thing is that we do have the herblore potions, which these things give you a second potion of a random tier. So I could turn that thing on while I'm doing herblore, and I will get 1, 2, 3, or 4 level mastery potions the whole time. So I can get some level 4 potions for free and without having to get to level 90. So that's great. The other thing that's great for, I will mention it if I have not mentioned it before, is if you're trying for completionist and you don't want to have to worry about getting all of these, you need one of each of these for every single, you need to have level 4. So you need to be mastery of 90 in every single one of these. That counts as an item. It's easier to show down here in the items. So you see there's 1, 2, 3. I don't have number 4 yet, and I've got 1, 2, 3. Don't have 4. Same thing here. And then all these are potions in here. If you equip this herblore potion, you basically fill all these in really quickly, and you get this thing, well, this section of this thing filled out pretty quickly. So that's a tool I used on my standard account, so I didn't have to craft all that stuff. Eventually, I think you need to have all the masteries done. All of these need to be completely full. But that's going to be a long process to do, and that's something for way later. So at any rate, that is all we've got for today. The next episode will be Sunday in the middle of my time off, which hopefully I have more time to put into the volcano and do some cool things. I definitely want to do more combat, and I want to start working on this Slayer stuff. Once we hit level 80 Slayer, that opens up the Shrouded Badlands, and these things are pretty damn thick. I think I looked at this spider on my standard account, and he was about ready to beat my ass. So I was like, all right, I'm going to put that aside for a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to be waiting a little bit on that for here. But I definitely want to get this Slayer up, and I want to get my Slayer coins up. I want to get my armor built up, and I want to tackle this volcano because I want to think that the Slayer stuff here, the Badlands, the Perilous Peaks, I want to think that these things are going to start giving me good stuff that I can use forward also. Don't know, but I'm hoping. At any rate, gone on a little bit longer than I wanted to, as usual. So that's all we have for today's episode. I am cutting it off. Enjoy your day and take care. Catch you on the next one.